Using basic functions, sum and average.
You've encountered the many features of Excel, including using formulas and autofill. Let's now learn about Excel's built-in formulas of functions such as sum and average. Consider the following scenario. You are working as an intern at a local school. You hope to get a permanent job at the school. The only catch is that you need to know how to do some basic calculations in Excel. Let's go through the formulas and functions of Excel that will help you do some basic calculations in this data set of student marks.
Let's begin with the sum function. Now you need to find the total marks of each student. But how can you calculate the sum without entering the cell addresses for all the 15 students in the formula? That's where the sum function in Excel comes to the rescue. The sum function allows you to add up a range of numbers in Excel effortlessly. So, let's get started. First, select cell G2. This is where you want to display the total marks for the first student. Now, type the equal sign to begin the formula. Next, type sum followed by the open parenthesis sign after the equal sign. This lets Excel know that you are about to use the sum function. Now, you need to select the range of cells that contain the marks for the first student, Andy, which are in cells D2 to F2. Type the close parenthesis sign and then press Enter on the keyboard. Voila! The total marks for the first student will magically appear in cell G2. To calculate the total marks for all students, you can copy the formula in cell G2 to cells G3 to G16, which are the cells for the total marks for the other student. To copy the formula, you can either copy the formula in cell G2 and paste it to cells G3 to G16, or drag the autofill handle of cell G2 down to automatically adjust the cell references for each student. Let's copy and paste the formula to calculate the total marks of the other students. Select cell G2. Now, press Ctrl and C on your keyboard to copy the formula. To paste the formula, select cells G3 to G16 and press Ctrl and V. The formula is now applied to all of column G. Great job! You've just mastered the sum function. Pat yourself on the back. Now, let's move on to the average function. Going back to our scenario, you now need to add the average marks for each student in column H. To display the average for Andy, first select cell H2. Then start entering the formula by typing equal sign, average, open parenthesis sign. Next, you need to select the range of cells that contains Andy's marks for the particular subject. So select cells D2 to F2, just like you did for the sum function. Complete the formula by typing close parenthesis sign and press Enter. Andy's average mark appears in cell H2. Just like you did when you calculated the total marks, you can display the average scored by the other students by copying the formula for calculating the average from cell H2 to the other cells in column H. To copy the formula from cell H2 to the cells H3 to H16, select cell H2 and drag the fill handle of cell H2 to cell H16. Well done! You are now able to use the average function too. Now, let's take a moment to pause and make sure you followed along. Check if the totals in column G and the averages in column H match the calculations we discussed. If everything looks good, give yourself a high five. Note that you can also access the sum and average functions on the ribbon for the Home tab. Let's access the average function on the ribbon for the Home tab to calculate the average marks scored by the students for each subject. To display the average marks scored by the students in Maths, select cell D18. Then select the arrow next to AutoSum and select Average. Select the range D2 to D16 and press Enter. To copy the formula to cells E18 and F18, select cell D18 and drag the fill handle of cell D18 to cell F18.
You have learned two of Excel's most fundamental and powerful functions, sum and average. As you saw, the sum function allows you to add up the numbers in a range of cells, whereas average function in Excel allows you to calculate the average of a group of values. You've conquered the sum and the average functions, but our Excel adventure doesn't end here. Stay tuned as we uncover more exciting Excel features such as max and min functions to help you ace that internship position.